The doctor froze. For a long second, no one spoke. His eyes stayed locked on the ultrasound screen, his face draining of color as if the room itself had gone silent. Then suddenly he turned away, rushing toward the medical charts, flipping pages with shaking hands. "That can't be right," he muttered. Across the room, identical twin sisters Brianna and Brittany Dean exchanged a worried glance. They had lived their entire lives moving in sync, same smiles, same gestures, same heartbeat, but in that moment, neither of them knew what to say. They had always been close, inseparable, really. Growing up, they shared everything: clothes, secrets, even fears, especially hospital. A traumatic childhood experience had left both twins deeply distrustful of doctors, a fear that followed them well into adulthood. Still, fate had a strange sense of humor. Years earlier, at a twins festival in Ohio, Brianna met Josh Salyers, another identical twin. At the same event, Brittany met Josh's twin brother, Jeremy. What started as casual conversations felt eerily natural, as if something unseen had been aligning for years. Soon, both couples were serious. They married on the same day, bought one house, lived together. 4 adults, 2 identical twin couples, one shared life. To outsiders it seemed bizarre. To them it felt right. Then came pregnancy. First Brittany, then Brianna, only weeks apart. Joy quickly turned to fear. Both sisters miscarried, almost identically. Same timeline, same heartbreak. When they became pregnant again months later, doctors monitored them closely. Too closely. One physician warned them repeatedly that their situation was medically rare. Identical twins marrying identical twins created genetic odds no one fully understood. They ignored the warnings, until now. As the doctor stared at the scans again, his breathing slowed. His hands dropped to his sides. He pulled up a chair and sat directly in front of them. "I need you both to listen very carefully," he said. The room felt heavy. "What I'm seeing here shouldn't be possible." Brianna's heart pounded. Brittany squeezed her hand. Then the doctor spoke the words that changed everything. "Your babies are genetically full siblings." The sisters stared at him in disbelief. Different mothers, different fathers, yet biologically the same. And that was only the beginning. For a moment, neither sister could breathe. "Full siblings?" Brittany whispered. The doctor nodded slowly. "Genetically speaking, yes. Because you're identical twins. And your husbands are identical twins. Your children share the same DNA markers. To medicine, this is like winning the genetic lottery." The words didn't bring instant relief, only confusion, fear. From that day on, everything changed. The pregnancies were classified as high risk. Bed rest was mandatory. Weekly scans became routine. The twins spent months lying side by side, swollen bellies rising and falling in perfect rhythm, laughing over identical cravings and holding each other through sudden pain. Every checkup felt like walking a tightrope. Then, 8 months in, Brianna went into labor. Just hours later, Brittany's water broke too. Separated by hospital walls, the twins endured the same agony they had always shared, only this time, they couldn't see each other. Each clutched her husband's hand, whispering prayers between contractions, and then cries. Strong, clear, alive, against every warning, against every statistic. Both babies were born healthy. The doctors stood stunned. Nurses wiped away tears. The impossible had happened. When the twins finally reunited, holding their newborn side by side, they laughed through sobs. Not just because they were mothers, but because they had proven something no textbook could explain. Their children would grow up not just as cousins, but as biological siblings. The story exploded across the media. Headlines called it unreal, unnatural, too perfect to be true. Cameras followed them. Critics judged their lifestyle. Some questioned their choices. Others questioned their sanity. But Brianna and Brittany didn't flinch. They had survived loss, fear, judgment, and fate itself. As they watched their babies sleep in the same room, 4 parents under one roof, they made a quiet promise. Next time, they would still consult doctors, still respect the risks, but they would never regret trusting their bond. Because some stories don't make sense on paper, they only make sense in the heart.